In-cap God already getting stun locked by Glitch. Going to be secret technique pretty early on as I was trying to get my audio together. Glitch is going to dive in and vanish immediately. Actual proper vanish, not a shadow meld. I guess he sees that karma. He's like, you know what? That's where I burn a cooldown. But also, using that vanish, it does give you that cooldown reduction on a lot of your other abilities, but now you don't have it, do ya? Gonna be a kinder shot onto in-cap. Big shadow strike, second technique, cheap shot. Let's take him out. Oh my god. He just went to AFK until he takes him out. Okay, we may have to ban sub-rogues. We may have to ban sub-rogues, chat. This is ridiculous. Didn't even give him a chance. Gonna be Anton up next versus Glitch. Try to see if we can lock him down. Army of the Dead joins in. If you can keep this rogue out in the open. He is dotted up. Maybe if you can line up a Death Indicate behind that pillar, that may be able to get the rogue out in the open. Definitely want to keep him in combat as best as you can, as the rogue is going to go back towards his starting area. Gets himself a full proper re-stealth. Anton did commit an IBF versus rogue, so that was a big cooldown already used. Defensive already done. And that's going to be kill the shot, cheat death. Man, unless you trinket, it's just over. Blade Dance right now for BD. Trying to see if he can stay in the air for as long as possible. Stun onto Glitch with an I-beam right after. Trying to see if that'll be enough to cleave right through him. Stun to follow. I don't know if he was able to complete the hunt. I think maybe the hunt got delayed. But he's going to try to see if he can stay on the rogue. Cloak of Shadows does get used. Does get a cheap shot either way. A second cheap shot right after. Does the rogue get to escape though? Into a Fear Sigil. Does get a shadow step. That Fear Sigil last second. That is a hunt. That is going to be disarmed either way though. BD hit with a gouge. Does Glitch go for big damage? No, he does not. He's kind of low on health though. May just go down here. Doesn't get to escape him though. The Spectral Side sees him with a stun right after Glitch trying to go for a couple of shadow strikes. Does he get to lock down BD? Looks like he mostly wants to escape. He's trying to play very defensive with those cheap shots. But BD used to stay on him as best as possible. Does go for the glaive. Has a slow for the glaive, but not a bleed, it looks like. Big Elysian. Does he get to walk out of it? I think he does get to walk out of that Elysian either way. That's super unfortunate. BD with a metamorphosis. I don't know if Glitch went for a kinder shot during that meta, but I think he realizes maybe he's dead. Blade Dance doesn't get rogue low enough. Does he have a bleed on him? If he's got a bleed, oh, he does have a bleed. Oh, okay, BD. Okay. After the rogue has went in for like big bursts on the Death Knight and the Monk, BD does end up taking him down at the very least. So the rogues do bleed. They do go down eventually. Gonna be Grook up next. Does BD have anything to fight versus Grook? Only 30% dampening, so he should be okay. Stun, immediate darkness. Try to see maybe if the darkness gives him enough cover. May still have to overlap blur on top of it. Maybe even immunity. There goes immunity as he does get hit with a disarm. Does BD have any more survivability here? It's kind of limited to what he can do. Grook with a Stormbolt versus BD. Big bleeds to follow. Execute does take him down. My god. The damage that a Fury Warrior can do is just absolutely terrifying. Krongzo up next. Now that there's no sub-rogue to stop him, maybe Krongzo could make a return with a bit of more than like a 1v3. Grook is going to go back behind the pillar, grappled by the rogue. Grook is going to try to guess where he's at. Shadow Step for the Owlet does let him close the gap though. Big Sepsis versus Grook. Does he have a cheap shot? Does have a cheap shot. Big defensive out for Grook with a Stormbolt to follow. Sepsis eventually is going to tick up on him and it's going to do quite a bit of damage. Normally it's a decent chunk of nature, but he does go for a lot of recovery. Enraged Generation giving him a lot of healing. Every bloodthirst, he just gets to leech a little bit of health from that rogue. Disarm stopping the Warrior's approach for just a bit. The disarm does force him into a defensive stance to play very defensive. Leap, Grook is trying to see if he can tank up the damage of this rogue. Maybe a bit of bleeds, maybe a bit of damage, but the rogue with the pistol shots just blasting through him. The ambush build for the Outlaw lets him bypass armor, which makes him a lot better against blade classes. Gonna be Skelliger next, blind by the rogue, looking for an escape, trying to get himself a bit of healing. Cheap shot with it between the eyes by Krongzo. Another cheap shot after. Big pistols to follow. Cloak of Shadows. That's gonna be immunity for Skell. Krongzo, does he just back away here? Does he maybe vanish? Because that's an immunity, but Skelliger is super low. Stun, can't really get out of it at the moment. Skelliger needs to recover as much health as possible. Darkness in case the rogue gets aggressive, but he's not going to do it. He's just going to back up. He's going to get himself the demon spawn in. That's exactly what he needed. Does get the demonic soul. Helps him recover a little bit of health. Trinket out of the demon hunter though. As the cheap shot locks him for just a second. The rogue trying to see if he can grapple out. The hunter is going to stop him in place. The disarm comes through either way though. Roxer with the big sepsis towards Skell, but he needs to find a way to escape him. Killing Spree comes out right now. Not enough damage though. The sepsis is going to tick down on him for just a second or two. But it's going to be Gamer trying to take out Skelliger. Does he die to sepsis? Oh, he got a demon spawn in. That's perfect. He needs to take the demon out immediately, but I think the Warrior's just waiting for him. Oh my god, doesn't even give him a chance. He was waiting there with that Odin's Fury to just slash right through him. My god. There's a lot of output, man. That is a lot of damn. I thought the rogue maybe could come back, but the demon hunter versus an outlaw rogue, that's a tough one. Alistair does catch up back with Gamer. Big army that joins in. Gamer with a reflect, trying to see if he can tank up his damage. Actually leaping away as the army charges out with him. It's going to be kind of surrounded. 34% dampening, not give him a lot of healing, but maybe can start getting a little bit of health bit by bit. Battle Master Trick can use very early on. Maybe in trouble. Could be looking at the defensive enrage regen. There goes enrage regen with a trick and blind by Alistair though. You still have goals that you can potentially feed off of, but no, the goals do run away from you. Maybe you can get a 1 Bloodthirst or 2. Reflect is up in case it's going to be stunned out of Alistair. Does go for a quick disarm. This is where Gamer has no health whatsoever. Whatever healing you can get though, impending victory, Bloodthirst healing, anything you can get right now would be extra helpful for you. IBF used by Alistair as Gamer did eat a execute. Alistair playing into the execute build. He's trying to see if he can execute the warrior. He does get a big execute on him. Stormbolt. Gamer can still go down here. And the execute does proc yet again, but he doesn't kill him yet. Alistair, oh, summons up the army of the dead, but Gamer with a Stormbolt. Oh my god, he barely lived it. No way. And he's gonna come back? No way. Unless Redgar. He either lets him get a proper heal and honor duel, or he just charges at him. It looks like he's being honorable here. Redgar's like, you know what? I'm gonna give this man an honor duel. He deserves it. Gonna be disarm onto Redgar. Reflect up for Gamer in case there's a Fleeting Trap waiting for him, but instead it's gonna be Steel Trap snapping at his wolfy paws. And Gamer leaping around the corner. Does have a weapon to throw in. Redgar, I think, got some kind of a buff on him. Oh, it was explosive shot. That's what it was. Because a lot of those shots are like really like, it's like a purple line or a blue line or a red line. Gonna be big kill shots back to back. Redgar got a lot of damage. He needs the pets attacking Gamer at all times to empower those skill shots, empower those grenades. Big Stormbolt, that's gonna be tricky. Stun onto Gamer, could be in trouble. Redgar, does he have enough damage? He got himself big rack protect from a distance. Or Mongus Bite, whichever he runs. Gamer no help whatsoever though. If he takes no damage for a little bit, he does get recovered with second wind. That's helping him a lot. Redgar does go into a camera though. It's gonna be a flanking strike as Gamer charges at him though. Gamer has a big defensive with already, may be able to utilize it, but he needs to use it at the right time and go as much healing as possible. There goes potentially big defensive. Does have the pet, he can start attacking. Binding shot on him. Does not break your binding or you get stunned up. Redgar trying to go for a bit of healing, but at this idea, but it's not doing much. Leap by the warrior, Stormbolt to fall. I think it's a, oh, wait, no, he does get himself a freezing trap. Oh my god, does Gamer have any other ways to like recover? Redgar going for regenerate, but maybe should have just ran instead. That might have been his mistake, but we'll see. Does he have a stun to follow? No. And Gamer does that and coming out top. My god, this guy's literally on fire. Literally aflamed. He got, what, 3 kills there? He did. Gamer coming back for his team, man. Putting in the work as a Fury Warrior. Well done, well done. Fury Warriors are broken. They keep trying to nerf him over and over, but...